Alright, that also does that. Alright, alright. Alright. Ba, ba, ba. 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 Wait, are there multiple? I gotta see this. Command list. Special maybe critical art. Critical art's only sends. Wait, am I doing the wrong button?
You won't move. It's not done. Handle this.
So what the hell was that?
I'm ready to start. Whenever you're ready.
Boring.
Why don't you start?
Gosh. I'm actually gonna try that out. I mean... Okay, so first you need to do... First you need to do that combo.
Yo, do you even advertise that doesn't existed?
Maybe I should advertise. I think I'm streaming now, so... Yeah, am I broadcasting? Yeah, I am. Okay. YouTube. Homepage.
You might actually get some views.
Share. Discord.
Oh, you're doing all of this through your PS4?
Advertising. No, I'm doing it on my phone.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Shut the hell up and eat a cinnamon.
So...
And why do you feel the need to do this? What?
Hard tasty.
Huh?
Hmm.
What was that? Who's coming? Oh, it's you. Okay. Let me get back to actually practicing with this. Okay. So no, I mean you like that. Oh, that's why you said that.
How tasty.
So let's see. Let's get some combos up in here, or maybe just some.
That's interesting. That's pretty interesting gameplay right there, Joe.
Sure, I messed up. There we go. See, that only does 84 damage though. It's like. See, why would you do that over like? Like that one, which does 138. Or over doing like that. Which that's only 2 buttons right there. Could also do that. And you can do a kind of shotgun blast. You can do a.
You can feel that kind of game got become a rifle.
Huh?
That candy cane became a rifle.
Oh yeah. Also, when you go down and duck like that, you can duck under fireballs.
Nice.
And then this move, the one where she spins it around, that one destroys fireballs. So, for instance, dummy settings, playback recording, recording settings, start recording. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's enough recording. Some playback settings on. Anyways, I forgot that move also. That move also makes the guy move forward a bit, so. Anyways, as you can see, you can jump over fireball moves. Or not jump over them, but, you know, you can...
Block them.
Yeah, you can block them. Oh yeah, and then if you, so... Down at the bottom, you see those bars?
Yeah.
So the blue one you get from hitting someone, but the red one you get from being hit. If that makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So it's like a comeback move. or a comeback gauge or whatever. So when you turn on hers, it makes it so that let me see, get dummy settings, recording settings, start recording. Okay. Hey there, Jacob.
How many weeks have
Wait a second. Was that not right? Wait, no, what am I saying? That's what you can pick between V trigger 1 and V trigger 2. I was thinking about her V trigger 2. Let's see. Basic settings, character. There we go, version select. So if I go to the other one, I think, there we go. Okay, there we go. So if I go to the other one and then go to dummy settings, playback on. Maybe I was wrong. I thought the move could reflect them, like send them back, but I guess I was wrong. Whatever.
Interesting.
Whatever, those two different moves do two different things. Like with this one you can do that, but with the other one you can't do that. The other one's like, you can also do this. Oh yeah, and don't forget. Wait. My cover's full. Yeah. What else do we have? Oh, I kind of want to go back to the, wait, no, there is one more thing. Wait, what is, I haven't seen her V-Skill 2 yet. What is her V-Skill 2? What the heck? I thought I changed it. No. Okay, there we go. Psycho Mine. Oh, okay. That's where V-Skill 2 does. That's interesting.
Slow fireback. Interesting.
Yeah, that has its uses. Also, I think when I tried to switch to the second version, I didn't actually end up switching to it. I had to actually press it. Oh no, I still have the other fireball too. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I have the deflector back. I think if I actually action playback settings on. Okay. I missed that time. Yeah, it does. Yeah. That's what I thought. See, so yeah. With V trigger 2, you can send it back at the person.
Interesting.
Now, I'm specifically using these two in training right now because they're brother and sister.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, these are both alternate costumes for them. Like, one of them I'm using the Christmas costume for, and the other one I'm using the schoolboy costume for. So let's see. Where's some combos we can do here? If we can I do that into that? No, can't. No, it doesn't seem like it. No, it doesn't seem like I don't think you can. Wait, I think you can do... Yeah, you can do that into that. So if you do this move right here, which that's just down heavy, which is actually a pretty good anti-air. So she's got this move right here, but I don't think it really has. I mean, I guess it could also be an anti-air now that I think about it. And then she's also got this one, which is forward heavy. Most moves don't change with directional inputs, but some of them do. Well, I mean, all moves have a down directional change, but most of them don't have a side or a back one. But this one does. So that's a good spacer. Like it works from a low miles away. That's also a good spacer right there. That's just a good anti-air right there. Or it can also be used as a combo starter, so you can do down heavy into EX catapult, which catapult is this move where she, you know, stands up on it, and then the EX version looks like that. And you know, when the first one hits, it, you know, it's just a regular move, but when the EX version hits, you can string it into a Psycho Schneid like that, or an EX Psycho Schneid, but that would take up 2 bars of your CA, and it's not really worth it, because like you kind of want to do combos that can confirm your CA for big damage. Because this is the CA right here. This is your critical art, your super that does 340 damage, and so if you were to, for example, I think I'm not very good at I haven't really pulled off any critical art combos before, but I know that into that can be cancelled into a critical, and that does like 400 something damage. So that's like almost half of their health.
I'm learning with Josan.
Right?
Interesting.
Oh yeah, and then when you activate V Trigger 2, if you're close to the person while you activate V Trigger 2, it can... Yeah, it does that. Oh yeah, also, there's a move during V Trigger 2 that's like that. So there are combos involving those. So there's like V Trigger only combos and, you know, stuff like that. And then there's combos that you can just do all the time. That's not what I didn't mean to do that throw. There we go, that's better. Other than that, there aren't any combos that go along with throws, which I think that's a good thing. I think if you could combo into a throw, that would be kind of OP.
So what's one of the longer combos?
Show you one of the longer combos? Alright.
Yeah, they can.
Oh, that I know? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna switch characters. I'm better with Ed. I just started playing Falke today.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh, why are you sending definition of the nullification crisis to the group chat? Like,
Who?
who? Will?
Well.
Okay, where should I go, maybe? How about the casino?
The casino. Casino map. All tasty.
waiting for you.
Hey, fellas. If you're anything like me, and I don't know about you, but my lady doesn't like it.
You want to be my punching bag?
Today, I bring to you a very special announcement.
Boring.
I'll look at the group chat later. Let me show you this combo, alright?
Alright, I'm watching.
Okay, so first, there's this move, which... Bruh. Okay. There we go. So, that move right there, that actually counts as a fireball, by the way. It can, you know... When two fireballs hit each other, they both destroy each other. And, fireballs can be blocked. So, that counts as a fireball, which is interesting. Anyway, so there's a quick version like that, and then there's a version where you hold it and it pulls them towards you. And so with that version, you can do this. Oh shoot, I messed up, sorry. Did you see that?
I'm currently watching. Ooh. So just like bouncing around. I'm trying to keep him aerial.
Yeah, basically. Did you see that next combo that I just did right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so with that one, you know, the one where you throw that thing out, it also has a version where you know, where you're on the ground. So that throws it up in the air, and you can also hold that one, but so this one, for the one that's just on the ground, like, you know, standing, the holded version is better, but for the one that's on, you know, where you're crouching down, that one's better, or the quick one's better, because one, you know, it's quick, you can use it as an anti-air, and, you know, you can also use it, and I actually can't remember what the... Okay, dummy. If you jump, I want to see what the... Okay, yeah, that just brings him down to you and knocks him to the ground, which you can't really combo off of very well. Comparatively, you know, you can do your... You know, your... Shoot, I'm at... You can do that combo, which does like 299 damage, I think. Now, the other one where he does the uppercut instead, that I showed you first, that one does more damage, but it's harder to pull off. You have to time it better. There we go. That one does 327 damage compared to 299, which is, you know, better.
More damage, the better.
Yeah, the more damage, the better, obviously. But that's not the throw I'm trying to do. Okay, there we go. So, anyways, now, this right here, you know, that snatcher one isn't the only way to confirm into the up kick. You can also do it, using an air move. So, here we go, I'm gonna start it now. Oh, shoot, I messed up there. There we go. So, you hit him with a heavy air punch into a medium standing punch into a heavy crouching punch, which you then put into the rising kick, which you then do into the downward splash, which you then, or the EX, or, you know, it's interesting to explain. So this move right here is called Psycho Rising, and then once you hit someone with it, you can do a Psycho Splash, which is the one where you know, go down and dive at the top of it. Now that can be regular, or that can be EX'd too. So EX moves just do more damage and have more knockback, which is good for, you know, that. You do a lot more damage.
Same, like, come out time?
Do they have the same come out time? Yeah, pretty much. For the most part, but the thing is, you want to use them in combos because, you know, EX moves take up a whole bar of blue, which you only have 3 bars, and you gain them from dealing damage. So you want to use them in combos so that you don't just, you know, have them blocked by your opponent or something like that. Shoot him. Shoot, and I keep messing up. There we go. So that's 341 damage. Now, if I do it with 2 EXs, let's see. Dang it. Oh yeah, also you can do this move right here, where you, or this combo right here, where you punch them twice on the ground and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That one's pretty easy. All you do is hold down and spam the square button, and it does like 121 damage. Not bad. Throws also do a lot of damage, but you have to be really close.
If you're in grabbing range.
Yeah, grabbing range. And you see there, basically when you spam a punch move on this guy, it does the 1, 2, 3 thing, which, I mean, that can be annoying if you're just trying to spam buttons to make your combo come out faster.
Spamming buttons.
Let's see, how much does that do? That does a whole 361 damage, which is about, it depends on the character. I mean, health varies from character to character.
Who has the most?
Who has the most? Basic settings, character, stage select. Yeah, I'll show you some of the characters and show you, like, who has the most health, and, like, I'll tell you more about, like, the basics of the game, in a way, or, like, the characters. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, you have all these maps. Doesn't really matter. Let's just go to, like, the training map. So, basically, the characters that have the most health are called, grapplers. And they're called grapplers because basically what they're supposed to do is get up close to you and then do high damage throws against you. Like, they have special moves that are throws instead of just having other special moves. So some grapplers are like Zangief, this guy right here. Zangief's a grappler.
That's a very chunky dude.
Yeah, it's a very, very chunky dude. You got Birdie. I think he's also a grappler, I'm pretty sure.
A lot of the grapplers really chunky dudes.
Yeah, you got Abigail here. Should show up in a second. There we go. Can you see him yet?
Yeah, it's a junky lad.
Chonky lad. And then some other grapplers. Let's see, who do we have here that's also a grappler? I guess E-Honda too. Yeah, E-Honda. E-Honda is also a grappler. Now that's like all of the really stereotypical grapplers. And then the last grappler, like, so most grapplers are really big and have a lot of health and also have very large hitboxes, but they don't technically have to be, so this person right here is also a grappler. Mika, Rainbow Mika.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's a grappler. Then Ryu and Ken, along with a few other characters that I can show you, are what are called Shotos.
And they?
Basically, they're supposed to be well-rounded and basic. Shoot, my headphones are low battery. I'm gonna have to plug in. I'll be back soon.
Oh, okay.
It'll only take like a second.
Doesn't go solo stream.
Okay, I'm back. You there, Seb?
Yeah, sign here.
Alright, okay, so they have, you know, the basics of like what a character needs to be considered a Shoto is they need a good fireball, they need a good anti-air, they need a good wake-up special, which is unpunishable. So let's take Ryu for example. Ryu, he has a fireball. Check. He has good anti-airs in the form of his down heavy punch and a few others. And then he has a good wake up special in the form of an EX Shoryuken, which is the one where he does the uppercut in the air, but it's the EX version. So EX Shoryuken is invincible. You can't hurt someone while they're in it, but you know, it only lasts for a few seconds. And then, you know, he has his other special moves, which are, you know, and then the last thing a character needs to be considered a Shoto basically is, you know, strong moves that aren't considered too cheap. So like, you know, Ryu and Ken, no one's gonna call you cheap for using them. They're like the two most basic characters in the game. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, you know, no one's gonna call you out for using Ryu or Ken. Now they're pretty low tier Shotos. Akuma, he's also a Shoto, except some of his moves are a bit, you know, he just does, you know, he's better, to be honest. He's like, you know, he's S tier right now. So he's also a Shoto, but, you know, there are reasons for him to be, you know, there are reasons why he's better. I don't know much about the balance of the game right now. I only just got into it. I don't know why Akuma is S tier compared to Ryu or Ken per se, but I know that he is. Here is another Shoto, Kage. Kage is a Shoto. He's similar to Akuma, except he's a bit different. Like, Akuma's probably better because his stats are different than Ryu and Ken. Ryu and Ken have like the same stats, which are like, look, it displays the stats in a spider web, you know, graph kind of thing before you start the game. So right before you go in, look, right here. Oh, never mind, it doesn't. What am I saying? Anyways, I forget where, but you can find, maybe it's in the main menu actually. You can find characters, graphs online or, you know, in other places. Maybe in, Maybe if we go to story, the character story, does it?
There shouldn't only be one.
No, it doesn't. Not there.
Story.
Let's see. Maybe it's in the shop. Wait, no.
Thank you very much.
Is it in battle settings? Yes, I think it's in battle settings. Character. Yeah, here. So, you can look at the different characters here, and they all have different things. So, Abigail, he's one of the, Abigail, he's one of the, grapplers I was telling you about earlier. Grapplers have lots of health, lots of power,
Hey,
usually don't have,
But
alright.
I have to help my mom make food.
Alright. I'll wait for you to come back to give you some more.
Hey, fellas, if you're anything like me, you forget to put the toilet seat down sometimes. And I don't know about you, but my lady doesn't like it when I leave the toilet seat up. That's no problem, though, because today I bring to you a very special announcement. If you want a job this summer, a paid internship with great benefits, come down to my house and help me watch the Pope. It's very rewarding. He almost never moves. And there's a bunch of different colors that the Pope sometimes flashes. If it goes a bright, blinding white, that means it's time to say the prayers. If it turns blue, that means he's sad. Consider saying a prayer. If it goes red, you basically
And I'm back, but I'm not sure for how long.
Okay, so I'll explain quick. So right here you can see the spider graph of Abigail. And so he has lots of health, lots of power, but you can see he has very low mobility. So grapplers do a lot when they get in close range, but it's hard for them to get in close range. Now, Abigail has a lot of range because he has a special move where he rolls a tire down the screen, but I mean, if you know what you're doing, you can counter that. Let's see. So going over to Zangief, for instance, here we go. This is like Zangief's like the most typical grappler. Max health, max power, not very much range, not very much technique, but lots of health and power, not very much mobility. Birdie, he's more balanced out, to be honest. He doesn't have max health or power, but he has the same amount of range as his health and power, and his technique is a bit down, but yeah, a little bit better. And then going on, where was another one I could show you? Armika. Look, she's she's also a grappler, but she doesn't exactly share the same attributes. She's just different like that. She has higher mobility than the exactly. She has more mobility and more technique. So I mean, it's just different. And then if we continue to go down, you find E Honda, also a grappler. He has lots of health and power, not very much range, not very much technique, but he trades off for that because he has more mobility in the form of a specific special move that he can do, which is, something. Here's a Shoto I forgot to mention. Sagat, he's also a Shoto. So, I mean, let's go to the top, right? Go back to the top. Ryu and Ken. So Ryu, you know, this is what his stats look like. He has like the three. He has like the three same main special moves as Ken, but you know, there are a few things where he differs, like his V trigger and his V skill are different, and so are his, you know, so are the criticals. Their critical arts or their supers, and their stats also differ.
Nice.
They have the same amount of technique, obviously, because they have the same techniques. And
Yeah.
their health is also the same, but Ryu has more power and range, while Kin has more mobility. And if we go down to Akuma, look, he has Akuma basically just has, you know, better stats than them. You know, he has almost max power and max technique and almost max mobility, but he shares the same amount of health and range as Ken. So, you know, there are supposed to be things to balance that out. I mean, Akuma's still better than them. You know, he's S tier, but you know, whatever. Sagat, he's also S tier. He's also a Shoto. I think the thing with him though is that his fireball isn't as powerful, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I can't exactly remember right now. Sagat, he has a lot of range, a lot of technique, not much mobility. You know, average health and, you know, above average power. Kage, I think that's less health, about average range, but he has more technique, mobility, and power. Any other ones that I can think of? I don't know all of the characters' move sets by heart, but like, I can tell you more. The third type of character are rushdown characters, so that's like Cammy right here. Cammy, lots of mobility, not very much health, not very much range. So rushdown characters want to get close and then do high damage combos, which are, you know, cool. So Cammy is a rushdown character. Balrog is a rushdown character. Rashid, no, not Rashid. No, yeah, I think Rashid is a rushdown. He's also a mix-up character, which is, mix-up characters are designed to kind of mix up, you know, supposed to do, I don't know, he has mix-ups basically, which mean, you know, doing things to mix up what's going on and, like, you know, try and catch the opponent off guard and get a hit on them. For example, he has one move where he flips up in the air and then he can do a kick downwards in the middle and any point of his, you know, circular flipping pattern. So he could hit behind you, in front of you, you know. It's supposed to mix you up. Laura's also definitely a rushdown character. Anyone else? I don't know all the characters, you know, things per se. I just know. I would say Ed is a rushdown character. That's the guy I use.
Oh wait, stream pause.
Stream pause? Bro, what? Oh, for you? Yeah, it looks like you're not watching anymore. I don't know what's happening there.
Alright, now we're back.
Now we're back? Okay, good. So, anyways, I think G is also a rushdown character. And then there's zoners. So what zoners do is they try to control where you are on the map, like how far you are away from them. Now there are two types of zoners. There are zoners that zone using really good fireballs, and then there are zoners who zone using either weapons or, you know, weapons that have really long range or very flexible limbs.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this guy, Dalsum, he has, he's a master of yoga. And apparently that means that he no longer has any bones in his body, and can
Is this
make
too
his
much?
no, he can make his make his leg like go out like half of the stage.
Why?
Why? Now, Dalsum is one of the ones that uses either extended limbs or weapons to zone. One that uses weapons to zone is Poison. She has a whip. So as you can see, lots of range. Lots of range. That's the thing there. And then Guile, also high range. Not as high. Like, all of his moves are longer than most moves. But, they're not as long as, like, obviously the normals of Dalsum. But, he has a good fireball. And then another thing that you want when you're controlling the stage is when someone inevitably tries to jump over your attack, you want a good anti-air so that when they try and get close to you, you can just hit them out the air. And then the third thing that you want is, in the event that someone does get right up next to you, you need a special move where you can, a get off me button, basically. With Guile, this is a, like an upwards kick, I think, or something like that sends them away. With Dalsum, he just teleports away. There are a few other ones.
Teleportation.
And then there are stance characters. Now, basically how stance characters work, it's basically they have two stances that they can switch between, and that doesn't really, they don't have a particular fighting style or anything, because their two stances are basically, one type of character and another type of character, and or two different stances. Zeku is a stance character. He's a ninja that can be old or young.
Interesting.
Yeah. Vega is a stance character. He can take his claw that you see right here on and off. When he has his claw on, I'd say he's more of a rushdown character, but when he has it off, he has a good throw, which is more like grappler. So, he's not as good at either one of those things as, a character dedicated to those would be, but he could be one or another. I'm talking with Sebastian. Then there are like gimmick characters. They're basically just gimmicky. Blanca, I guess, is probably a gimmick character, I think. Basically, they just take something, they take one thing that you wouldn't really expect, that you haven't seen in any other character, and they really roll with it. So, Blanca, he does this crazy, like, spinning half across the map move.
Blanca, Blondie Tachanka.
Blondie Tachanka.
Okay, just stop.
There are plenty of other characters, but, I don't know the exact,
Here.
I don't know exactly what each of... Urian, he's a setup character, where you wanna set up for a really good combo. So, he has a special move that, you want to set the, the area up so that you can get your really good combo off, and, that's that. I think, Manat's also a zoner. She uses her crystal orb as her weapon that, goes far distances, so she has a lot of range. I don't really know what Falke is, to be honest. She's a bit of a mix. I mean, not every character has to fall exactly into one territory. They can be a mix or difference. Falke uses a stick, so, she has more range. Alex, I'm pretty sure Alex is... I can't remember right now. So, you know, that's basically what I know about the characters. I mean, they're all different. Oh, and then the last character there's usually only like one of these characters per like fighting game title. So, you know, it's singular character, but it's still an archetype. Seth is one of these characters. They're kind of known as clone characters. So basically, they have a bunch of different attacks from different characters on the roster with the exact same frame data, but you know they're used in different ways because they're put together on one character and they're from a bunch of different characters, which is
Also,
pretty.
a little bit of a weird story.
Yeah, basically. Seth goes beyond in this. That Seth has Seth has a special move where they like, you know, grab you and then absorb one of your moves and then they can use that move.
Huh, weird.
So they can, you know, use different moves based on who they're fighting against, which is pretty crazy.
Alright, so I gotta go help my
See you,
mom
man.
finish this food.
Bye.
Alright, I'll be back.
job.
Here's the ranking. Next up are my brother's suggestions. Thanks for waiting. Dan Hibiki will come out next. Next up are my brother's suggestions. suggest rank. Something suggested for you. Take a look. Ding 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 ding. Here's the. This is suggested for you. This time, something. Here's the ranking.